Hey, happy Tuesday, guys. I am so glad that you are here joining us today for our spiritual disciplines at home. Before I get to that, let me just give a quick announcement. I know we don't normally do announcements on these, but just in case you wanted to know, so two things super quick. One, starting this Sunday, we are going to have on-site services for the first time since March. So we're really excited about that. We are going to start with a worshiping group of up to 30 people and a kids program of up to 8 kids with 2 leaders. So I hope that some of you will join us there. If you don't want to yet or just can't, we are absolutely going to keep having digital services. So those are just the 2 announcements that I wanted to start with. So we will see you on Sunday in some shape or form, be it digitally or in person. With all of that out of the way, let's talk about our spiritual disciplines. And in this one, it's much simple, it's quite simple, what I wanted to talk about today. Or at least it's simple to say, it's complicated to do. And that's, I just wanted to talk about the golden rule. You know the golden rule, don't you? I mean, it's probably one of the fanciest sentences that you can quote. I mean, you throw unto. I mean, how often do you get to say unto others? But do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We just have kind of all memorized that King James language. It's still carrying around. But basically, it's saying do things to other people that you would have them do to you, or treat other people the way you would want other people to treat you. And that sounds simple. I mean, it is simple sounding. It's just kind of complicated doing. It's challenging to follow this quote unquote golden rule, this primary rule, this important rule, this principled rule. Treat other people as you would wish other people to treat you. The question, of course, we have to ask is, well, how do we want other people to treat us? You know, I hope people would treat me with some respect, some compassion, some level of caring, some acknowledgement of my humanity, my value, my rightness to be places. So how should we treat others? We should probably treat them that way. We should recognize their innate value as beloved beings created by God. We should default towards compassion and kindness and respect. One of the live conversations that's happening here in Nova Scotia and in Canada and around the world is that conversation around to mask or not to mask. Now, Nova Scotia has functionally answered that question for us. They've come down with a mandate starting on Friday that says in public spaces, indoors, the answer is to mask. Probably should have been doing it anyway, if for no other reason than to extend care towards other people. The question where our golden rule begins to get wobbly. See, sometimes we think of this as Jesus' primary command, his big rule, that this is the one that he really wants us to follow, but it's not. We're going to talk about his biggest command on Thursday. Because where this one begins to wobble is, what if the other person's a jerk? I mean, like a consistent, constant jerk. Or what if I just don't want to? What if, I treated them kindly once, but then they were super mean to me. So now what do I do? You treat others as you would want them to treat you. Or think about this. What if you want people to treat you a little bit differently than other people want to be treated? And maybe that as a question doesn't make sense, or that as a comment doesn't make sense, but think about it this way. Some of us really like joking around with each other. It's one of the ways I like to communicate with people. I like to joke back and forth. But there are other people who absolutely hate that. They don't like being teased. They don't like that kind of sarcastic back and forth. So do I treat them the way I want to be treated? Because the way I want to be treated is that joshing, that humor back and forth. But if that's not how they want to be treated, what do we do with that? I'm going to leave that with a thought for you. For the rest of this time, for today, tomorrow, and into Thursday, I just want you walking around the world and thinking about the golden rule. How is a way that you can treat somebody else today in a way that you wish other people would treat you? That's it for me. Thanks so much. We will see you on Thursday.